listening to WTJU Charlottesville. For Arts This Week, we chatted with Michael Sloan about Charlottesville Opera's production of Cinderella, which will be performed at the Paramount June 26th through June 28th.
Great to be with you, Dana. Thanks for having me on. My name is Michael Sloan. I'm the conductor for the Charlottesville Opera production of Cinderella. And as some of your listeners may know, I'm also a music professor and director of choral music at UVA and work with the Oratorio Society, too.
Thanks so much for being here, Michael. Can we start off by just getting some insight on what makes the show unique?
You know, most people are familiar with the Cinderella story, but they may not know, actually, this Rodgers and Hammerstein musical. As some will know, it was originally created as a made-for-TV movie with Julie Andrews. And even if they're not familiar, I think people will know Rodgers and Hammerstein. So they have a chance to come and hear some beautiful melodies and great performances from all our artists singing these tunes by Rodgers and Hammerstein, which tend to always be beloved.
Absolutely. So I think that a lot of listeners are likely familiar with at least one of these versions. What exactly does this opera production bring to the table that they might not expect?
I mean, first of all, there's nothing that kind of compares with live performance, right? You have these wonderful artists that we have in town and also our wonderful principals who will deliver beautiful performances with live orchestra. Therefore, people have a chance to hear the music in person. And I think also, especially for young listeners, you know, there's going to be a little bit of stage magic. We have a wonderful director, Crystal Manich, and I think she and our technical crew will be managing to create a few special effects like a dress transformation and things like that. I think that'll be something that will make especially an impression on young listeners when they come and they can experience the kind of fairy tale side of the story.
What exactly has gone into the production process that you're just really excited to see come to life?
Yeah, you know, I have to tell you, I love doing shows, you know, musicals, operas, whatever the case may be, along with obviously choral and orchestral works. And, you know, we just started rehearsal, you know, the second week in June. So it's a very tight process, about a 3-week process from the first rehearsal till the time the show opens. So we work kind of intensively on staging it, on getting the right musical feel, on getting the timings right and all that, you know, the character, the interaction of characters. And I think that's a very wonderful, creative, collaborative process.
How did the idea to do Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella originate with Charlottesville Opera?
Leanne Clément, who's the general director, Caroline Wara, who's the artistic director, and the board, Melissa Young and other folks, you know, they look at all the options for a particular season. And lately the pattern has been one musical, one opera. And so they come up with what's a good pairing and what do they want to do.
So what would you say to prospective audience members who hope to turn in to Cinderella?
Oh, just that we'd love to have them join us at the Paramount. I think listeners of all ages will really enjoy both hearing beautiful live music of Rodgers and Hammerstein, including songs that are not in the movie, and also being able to kind of tap into that magic of a fairy tale, which, you know, it's good sometimes for us to not be jaded, to take something a little more simple and innocent perhaps, and enjoy that. I think that's a good respite for all of us.
For listeners looking to attend Cinderella by the Charlottesville Opera, more information about showtimes and ticket sales can be found at charlottesvilleopera.org. Arts This Week is supported by the UVA Arts Council and Piedmont Virginia Community College. PVCC Arts presents a rich array of dance, music, theater, and visual arts programming. Learn more at pvcc.edu. For WTJU, I'm Dana Douglas.